Hello everyone, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Sarfaraz Educationwala. Today's topic something truly transformative, the benefit of journaling, how to start and stick with it. And in this session, we'll be discussing the meaningful habits with Maya. So, Maya.
Hey, how are you doing?
Maya, today we are going to talk about journaling, why it matter, how it helps mental clarity, emotional balance, and give self growth. And someone can make a state consistent daily habits. Let's dive in.
Journaling. It's kind of huge, isn't it? People talk it up, but it's more than just like venting on paper for mental clarity. It's about externalizing all the swirling stuff in your head, getting it out so you can actually see it. Emotionally, it's a way to process things without judgment, which is key. And for growth, well, looking back at old entries is a brutal but effective way to see how far you've come or where you're still stuck. But
So,
making it consistent, that's the tricky part. What's been your experience with building habits in general? Do you find certain strategies work better for you?
so my first question: why is journaling considered such a powerful self-growth habit?
Okay, so I think it comes down to a few things. First, it's a really direct line to self awareness. You're forced to articulate what's going on inside instead of just feeling it. And that act of articulation, putting it into words, changes things. It's like shining a light on those murky corners of your brain. Then there's the pattern recognition. When you write regularly, you start to see recurring themes, behaviors, or triggers you wouldn't notice otherwise, which honestly is kind of wild. Finally, it's a safe space to experiment with different perspectives. You can try on different ideas, explore what ifs, and basically workshop your own life without real world consequences. It's low stakes self discovery. Does that resonate with you at all? Or am I just overthinking it?
My next question, Maya: how does journaling help with emotional clarity?
Okay, so emotional clarity. Um, that's a big one. I think a lot of emotional stuff is just messy. It's tangled up with stories we tell ourselves, assumptions, and just general brain fuzz. Journaling forces you to untangle it. When you write about a feeling, anger, sadness, joy, you have to actually name it, describe it, and ideally explore where it's coming from. And that process of breaking it down often defangs it a bit. It's harder to be overwhelmed by something when you're dissecting it logically, even if it's just on paper. Plus, it's a place to feel things fully without censoring yourself, which, let's be real, we do a lot of in real life. Have you noticed that yourself, holding back on fully expressing how you feel?
My next question, Maya: can writing daily improve
Shoot,
mental well-being and self-awareness?
totally. Think of it like this: your brain is constantly processing information, but it doesn't always process it effectively. It's like a computer with too many tabs open. Journaling is like closing some of those tabs and organizing the rest. It gives your brain space to breathe. As for self awareness, it's a muscle you have to exercise, right? And daily writing is a seriously good workout. You start to recognize your thought patterns, your emotional responses, your biases. You see what makes you tick. The benefit isn't just about feeling better in the moment, but about understanding yourself on a deeper level over time. It's a slow build. Do you think you'd be willing to give a daily practice a shot, even just like for a week?
My next question is: how does journaling reduce stress or anxiety?
Okay, FCT, is that fatigue? Gotcha. Yeah, journaling definitely tackles both stress and fatigue. Basically, it's a pressure release valve. When you're stressed, your brain is in fight or flight mode, constantly scanning for threats. Writing forces you to slow down and focus on something else, the act of putting thoughts into words. That in itself can be calming. But more importantly, it helps you identify the sources of your stress. Once you know what's bothering you, you can start to address it. And that feeling of control, even a small amount, is huge stress reducer. As for fatigue, when your mind is racing, it's exhausting. Journaling helps you quiet the noise, allowing your brain to rest and recharge. It's like a mental declutter. It's not a cure all, obviously, but it's a surprisingly effective tool. Have you ever noticed your mind feels less chaotic after a really good vent session with a friend? It's kind of like that, but you're your own friend.
Maya, my next question is, what are the benefits of expressing thoughts on paper?
Okay, this is where it gets kind of cool. There's something about the physicality of writing, the actual act of putting pen to paper, that's different than typing. It slows you down, forces you to be more deliberate. It feels more permanent, which can be both good and bad. But it also bypasses the internal editor a little more easily, letting you get to the raw, unfiltered stuff. Plus, studies have shown that handwriting can actually improve memory and cognitive function. It engages different parts of the brain than typing does. But beyond the neuroscience, there's also just something about the tangibility of it. You can physically look back at your past selves, trace your progress, see how you've changed. It feels more real. Do you ever feel like you're more connected to your thoughts when you write them down versus type them?
Good. What impact does journaling have on personal confidence?
Ah, good. Okay. So, confidence. That's a big one. And I think journaling impacts it in a few key ways. First, it helps you recognize your strengths. When you consistently document your wins, do even the small ones, you start to build a record of your competence. It's a tangible reminder of what you're capable of. Second, it helps you challenge negative self talk. When you see your limiting beliefs written down, they lose some of their power. You can start to question them, reframe them, and replace them with more positive affirmations. And finally, it fosters self compassion. Writing about your struggles without judgment allows you to treat yourself with kindness and understanding, which is foundational for confidence. Basically, it's about building a more realistic and accepting self image. Has there been a time when reflecting on past experiences helped you feel more capable?
Maya, what mindset should people adopt to develop journaling as a long-term habit?
Oof, that's the $1 million question, right? I think the biggest mistake people make is trying to be good at journaling. It's not about perfect grammar or profound insights. It's about showing up for yourself consistently. So, mindset wise, you need to ditch the pressure to perform and embrace imperfection. Think of it as a low stakes experiment, not a chore. Also, focus on the process, not the outcome. Don't worry about whether your entries are good enough. Just write, even if it's just, I'm tired and frustrated today. And finally, be kind to yourself when you miss a day. Life happens. Don't beat yourself up about it. Just start again tomorrow. Start small. Even 5 minutes is a win. Less pressure to fill pages. What do you think about that? Does
Uh,
that feel achievable?
Good Maya, journaling becomes powerful when you commit to honestly and consistently. Consistency, start small, stay decided, and watch how this simple habit transforms your mindset and your life. So, thank you so much, Maya.
That's really well said. Honestly, you nailed it. Honesty and consistency are the secret sauce. It's not magic, it's just showing up for yourself. And
And thank you all for watching today's session. In this video, help and you don't forget like, comment, share, and subscribe. Join me tomorrow for another inspiring life lesson. Stay consistent, stay mindful, and keep growth every day.